It's going.
Excellent.
What time is it? 11:43. Jesus, fix it. I hope I can remember all these little points I got. Lord. I be trying. Hold on. What's up, y'all? My name is Apora Gatling. For those who are new to this channel, welcome. For those who are returning, thank you for coming back. I really do appreciate it, honestly and truly. Today's video is going to be about how to find a mentor. Yes. So essentially, when I was in college and whatnot, I was surrounded by conversation about how to get a mentor and what a mentor looks like and why a mentor is important. And I know that a lot of students didn't necessarily understand the concept of getting a mentor or really why a mentor was important until professors had these conversations with them. And then at that point, it's just like, I'm hearing it from 25,000 people. I'm inundated. I don't care. So again, y'all, we got some notes. I try to be organized for y'all because I'm going to just rant for half an hour and ain't nobody going to get nothing. So before we get into how you get a mentor, we first have to look over the criteria of what makes a good mentor for the individual. Honestly, mentors aren't a dime a dozen, but they should be for that person specifically. I don't want to say a mentor shouldn't have like 10,000 mentees. However, the mentor should be best for your personality. So one is make sure that you have a genuine connection with that person. People that you have chemistry with and people that you wouldn't mind being around for long periods of time. A mentor should be somebody that you enjoy talking to, that you can go to for advice about your career, about your life, genuinely about anything that you think that they could help you with. And if you don't foresee them being in your life for the long run, it kind of defeats the purpose of having a mentor. A mentor is there to help you cultivate and grow in your career, in your life, and whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you have them mentor you in. And it's difficult to see somebody grow long term if they're only in your life for 2 months. So make sure that there's somebody that you have chemistry with and that you connect with and that you foresee being in your life for a long period of time. The second thing is, make sure that they actually have something to offer, whether they are knowledgeable in the field that you want to go into, or they have connections that you can't obtain or that you currently do not have. Make sure that they are on another level than you are. You don't want a mentor that's on your same level. How is somebody going to help you grow if they're at the same level as you? It kind of doesn't work like that. Somebody can't pull you up if they're literally on the same playing field. So even if sometimes a mentor can be younger than you, but they've progressed so far in their career in such a short period of time that you want advice from them, you want a relationship with them, you want connections that they have, you want the tricks of the trade. That's fine too, but just make sure that they have knowledge that you don't have and connections that you can't obtain. Third point, absolutely important. Make sure that both parties are interested in this relationship. Remember, a mentorship is a relationship, and every relationship should have reciprocity. It's not always going to be 50-50. Sometimes it'll be 20-80. Had to make sure my math was right, y'all. My bad. Sometimes it can be 20-80. Sometimes it can be 60-40. Sometimes it can be 10-90. And sometimes it can honestly be 50-50 or 49-51, just it ebbs and flows. They're people too, so this relationship is something that they're putting themselves into and putting their energy into. But it would suck if it was only one-sided and you were doing all the work or they were doing all the work. You don't have to be super duper formal all the time with your mentors. And to be able to have a genuine relationship, an honest relationship, is super duper important because they're people, they don't want subpar relationships or half relationships with people and they're trying to give their all, but this person only wants them for something. Don't just want them for something. That's why having chemistry with them is so important, because you don't want to be with somebody long term who you can't get along with, but you're only there for their money. Eventually the money's gonna run out, or their looks are gonna dissipate, and you're gonna be stuck with somebody you don't like. That's not what you want. On top of them having all these great aspects and all these great connections and being this wonderful individual, you also have to like them. All right, so now that we've actually been able to identify the criteria of somebody who would be a good mentor and how those things play out for people individually is different for everyone. Now we can go into how you actually get a mentor, and I have 5 steps for that. So let's start with step number 1. Step number 1, pay attention to the professionals you connect with. If you're looking for a mentor in your field, look for the professionals and internships that you might come across on Instagram, that you might converse with on Facebook, on LinkedIn, people that you can have genuine established connections with. Look for them and see if there's chemistry, see if you click. So that leads me into step number 2, which is get to know them and see if they're right for you. Instead of just jumping out and asking somebody, hey, can you be my mentor? And you don't even know what the name of their kids are, you don't know where they live, you don't know what company they work for, you don't know what they like to eat, you don't know what college they went to. Make sure you get to know them. Ask them if you can go out for coffee. Ask them if you can Zoom call, or see if you can have a phone call and just ask them about themselves. People love to talk about themselves. So if you just ask them to tell you about their career and what they've done, pretty sure they'll tell you, and that will be able to tell you whether or not they'll be a good match for you. Okay. Step number 3 is straight out ask them to be your mentor. Just ask them. They're people. People won't know what you want until you tell them or you ask them. And at this point, you should have identified who they are and established a connection with them. And hopefully you have a base level relationship where you can actually feel comfortable to ask them this question. So literally just say, hey, I really enjoy our conversations and I really think you bring a lot of value to where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to do in my career. Would you be okay mentoring me? And not everybody's going to say yes. Not everybody wants a mentee. Not everybody is prepared for a mentee. Not everybody has time to have a mentee. So just understand what their answer is. You might not know why. Don't take it as rejection. A lot of times it has to do with them, not you. So if they say no, still try to have a relationship with them and still try to keep in touch. And you can still ask them for advice, but taking on the title of mentor can sometimes be a heavy burden, and it's not cut out for everybody. So don't be offended if they say no. But if they say yes, that leads me into step number 4. Step number 4 is maintain communication and contact. I'm not the best at this. I'm not going to lie. Is to just shoot them an email, shoot them a text, call them, see how they're doing. Right now we're in quarantine. It's a great time to see how people are doing. Just shooting them a text means so much because the world is going through absolute mayhem, especially if you're in the US. And to be honest, seeing if people are okay is something that, especially in a time like this, is so appreciated. It just means you're thinking about them. It means you care. Updating them, like how your semester went. Those are things that you can do in this time. And those are also things you can do after the pandemic sizzles down and we're out of quarantine. Those are still questions that you can ask because you're reaching out to them. Y'all can have conversations, and then eventually y'all will build a better relationship. Which brings me to tip number 5. Keep them updated on what's going on in your life. It's as simple as sending a text, as simple as sending an email. And sometimes they won't be able to respond immediately, but that's okay. Your mentors are busy. Typically, you want people who are in higher positions. You want people who have accomplished what you want to accomplish and have obtained the goals that you want to obtain. So they're busy people, and you honestly just have to be respectful of their time. But just keep them updated. Shoot them an email. Hey, I just finished my undergraduate degree. I hope everything is well. I just wanted to keep you updated on what's going on with me. Oh, I just, transferred positions or moved to another company or moved to another state, or I just had a kid. Whatever happens in life, I'm starting a business, I'm learning a new skill, a new hobby. I hope everything is well with you. Those types of things mean so much. Because again, that goes back to the point where they don't have to do as much work. Like they don't have to do as much heavy lifting to stay connected with you. And it shows that you care about the relationship. If one partner is always talking to the person, but the other person's never responding or never hitting them back up or giving one-word responses, it's one-sided and it discourages the partnership. But when both parties are talking to each other and investing the time and the energy to converse with each other, that allows you to build a relationship where you can ask your mentor anything. And they're more likely to say yes because you check up on them, because you care about them, because you tell them what you're doing, because you keep them updated, than they are to say no to whatever you ask because they're genuinely invested in what you're trying to do. So y'all, those are my tips and criterias for identifying a mentor and how to get a mentor. I hope this video was helpful. I got hair on today. If you like this hair, I will link it down in the description box. Comment to me what other videos you might want to see. I have some plans, like I said before. I have some things I want to record based off of the list that I gave for my how to prepare for life after graduation. Feel free to check that video out. I'll link it in my end card. Follow me on social media at z.i.p. __. That's Instagram, and then __z_i_p_ is Twitter. Follow me on my social media. If you really like this video, please share it with other people who are in college, who are trying to figure out, and even people who aren't in college, who are trying to get a mentor and want to have some guidance as they move through life and their careers and what they're trying to accomplish. Like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on social media, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.